Stop waiting. You're the dentist. When you see something, say something and say it confidently. So you want to know how I doubled my income with clear aligners? It isn't rocket science. It's plastic moving teeth. But starting something new can be challenging and very scary. It's not you. It's the fear of the unknown. Everyone goes through it, so don't sweat it. What's important is that you are here right now watching this video, and I'm gonna do my best to tell you what you need to do. So for me, the way that I doubled my income with clear aligners was by focusing on 3 things. I adopted what I call the clear aligner mindset. I learned how to simplify and streamline cases, which led to an increase in confidence when talking to my patients. And I developed the perfect pitch, which led to an explosion of clear aligner case acceptances in my practice. In this video, I'm gonna go over step 1. So let's rewind a bit in my career so I can walk you through how the clear aligner mindset was created. So at this point in my career, I'm a couple years out of school and I was at a crossroad. I wanted to implement clear aligners as an associate at the practice I was at, but the owner didn't want me to do that because he didn't think it was profitable. He said I should focus on getting better at doing root canals and to leave the aligners to the specialists. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of root canals and that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do aligners. So I was determined to do 2 things. 1, I wanted to find a practice that would allow me and support me to offer clear aligners. And 2, I wanted to offer it in a way that was going to be profitable while not sacrificing chair time and still improving my patients' oral health. I achieved that first part when I left Connecticut and moved to Austin, Texas. And I joined a practice that was fully supportive of me driving Invisalign into the practice. It was a corporate practice, but it was fully behind me and supported my growth. They had an iTero scanner and a team full of motivated individuals and a very big patient population. I felt like a kid in a candy store because this is everything that I had dreamed of. I just needed to spread my wings and fly. I was so excited. I had about 8 opportunities before this as an associate, and not one of them provided the same level of support. There was so much alignment with everybody, and I was so pumped. And the second part of my short list with implementing aligners was that I wanted to offer it in a way that would be profitable without sacrificing chair time and still keeping my patients' oral health at the forefront of everything. This came shortly after I joined the office. Funny enough, my second week at work, it was a Tuesday. I remember it like it was yesterday. I had a patient come in and I met them in hygiene. The patient was around 55 years old, super friendly, so nice. And I started to do my exam as normal, but I wanted to change this one up a bit. So after doing my exam, I mentioned to them, hey, your teeth are crowded. And I assume they were aware of this because this patient was 55 years old and had been seeing, the same dentist for a long time. It's not like their teeth just got crowded in the last 6 months. They clearly had this issue for a while. But I went ahead and I mentioned to them that the crowding was a real issue. And then I said that they could benefit from straightening their teeth out with clear aligners because that was the obvious treatment plan. Then the patient said that they were interested in the treatment and they wanted to do it. They were super appreciative of me telling them and giving them a solution to their problem. They said no other dentist has ever offered this treatment for them. They didn't even know this was a problem. The patient said that they had this in their mind for quite some time, but they never wanted to bring it up because they thought that straight teeth with aligners was something that only young patients should be doing, and they only thought it was for cosmetics. They were so excited that they were a candidate, and they paid in full that day. $5,000 in 3 minutes. I was mind blown. All I could think about was I need to do more of this. So just like anyone else, I was like, okay, I need to keep doing that over and over and over again with everybody. Right? Wrong. Patients don't always work like that. Now, unfortunately, implementing and scaling clear aligners in a practice doesn't always go that way. It's just not a repeatable success story. But I worked through those struggles and created a framework in which I was able to double my production with clear aligners consistently. And this is where everything in my career changed. This framework is called the clear aligner mindset. Let me tell you a story about how I created this. So when I started offering clear aligners, I didn't really know what I was doing. I heard about it and I saw some commercials. I saw some dentists on Instagram flexing their cases, showing off all this amazing work that they were doing. And I thought, wow, that looks awesome. I wonder if there's something that I could do. And then I thought that going into the office, if we just put up a sign and said, hey, we do aligners, I thought we'd have patients just busting through the door wanting to get this treatment done. And I remember the dentist that told me that they loved offering aligners because it changed the entire dynamic of their office. But the reality was I didn't have patients just flowing in like I thought. Honestly, I was only starting like 2 or 3 cases a month in the beginning. And it definitely was not life-changing like they told me it would be. This definitely was not the start that I had imagined. And I started to have doubts. I started started questioning, are we marketing enough? Do patients know we offer this procedure? Was there something that I was saying or not saying? Was my treatment coordinator not saying the right thing? I figured I was doing something wrong. It had to be me. So I took time and I looked at what I could change. The problem was very clear. It was case acceptance or lack thereof. And so I looked at what was already getting case acceptance in our practice. And then I applied that to clear aligners. Problem, consequence, solution, which is how we delivered all other treatment. And I was making the number one mistake that almost every dentist makes when they talk about clear aligners. I was looking to it as some special procedure that only a few people could benefit from. I was taking it out of my standard of care and placing it above everything else. And I wasn't presenting it like it was this definitive thing that my patients needed. That same certainty and vigor that I had when I told a patient they had a cavity and they needed a filling, or they had a cracked tooth and they needed a crown, or they had a non-restorable tooth and they needed an extraction. I was not using that same level of certainty when I was talking about misaligned teeth and clear aligners. Once I started being more certain about what the patient needed and the very real consequences if they didn't do anything to correct it, my cases started to skyrocket. I got over 50 case starts in my first 6 months. That was $250,000 in revenue that was just sitting in the practice. And all that came from me just changing the way that I talked about it. I realized that I had to identify cases, talk about them confidently. No wishy-washy, no maybe, no we'll see what we can do. We'll see how many trays the simulator tells us. None of that. I spoke with confidence and I told the patient their problem and I offered a solution in clear aligners. My go-to line is this. I tell my patients, hey, this is going to be 6 to 8 months of treatment. And when you're done, you're going to be in retainers for life and you're going to wear those at night. This way you won't have to worry about having this problem ever again. Now, I was doing all this without a scanner. I was just educating patients and showing them their bite with articulating paper and a mirror. So the scanner is a tool that you must invest in if you are offering aligners because it helps paint an even more detailed picture for patients. This way they can visualize what is actually going on in their mouth. This is going to help you have sustained growth. And a common mistake that most dentists make, myself included, is that we wait for the patients to ask us about clear aligner treatment. Stop waiting. You're the dentist. When you see something, say something and say it confidently. The patient can sense when you're hesitant. And when they do, there is no chance that they're going to accept treatment from you. Like I was saying, when you propose tooth alignment and malocclusion as oral health problems, your patients will listen and take action. Walk them through what will happen because chances are you're the first dentist to be telling them this, but good things will come of it. Now, when you do this, I'm going to warn you, you will see a boost in your cases. I know this because it happened to me. This was amazing, but it was also pretty nerve-wracking because I didn't want to promise results to patients where I didn't even know if it was going to work. So I knew that I needed to start learning how to deliver treatment that was going to be predictable. I knew that I needed to simplify it so that way I could get confidence really quickly. I wanted to stack those wins one on top of another. I wanted to learn how to identify simple cases so that way I could take them on and get the confidence with the process of offering aligners. So there you have it. The first step to doubling your income with clear aligners is to adopt the clear aligner mindset. Make this your new standard of care and talk about it with everyone. There is no excuse for not discussing this treatment option with qualified patients. It's your job to identify oral health issues and provide a solution. In the next video, I'm going to go deeper into how to simplify and streamline your cases. So if you're still interested and you want to hear more, check out the next video in this clear aligner series. I got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to share with you guys. Also, if you're interested in getting started with clear aligners and you're looking for a free training resource, be sure to sign up for my free masterclass. I walk you through step by step on how you can start 3 or more clear aligner cases tomorrow. The link for that is below in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to please drill that like and subscribe button and share this with any other dental colleague that you think may benefit. My goal here is to share as much free value as possible so that way as dentists we can learn and grow together. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.